Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to go through what I tend to do on the end of a double XP and the items I look to invest into to make a little bit of money or just buy the supplies a little bit cheaper than normal. So the emphasis on this is that during double XP, these items would have been reduced in mass amounts, like an awful lot amount coming onto the Grand Exchange. And because of that, the price has gone down. But because we sort of know these items will be generally used quite often, their demand will always go up. We're going to try and invest in safe items which are currently cheap, which we know will go up with certain events or updates come into the game. So before getting started, the one update I'm focusing on here is Amascut. Amascut is going to be the completion of the desert storyline and is going to be the next high level boss coming into the game. So because of that, I'm going to focus more on the PVM supplies, but we'll go through a couple of things which is still worthwhile you investing because they are so cheap. So let's get started, and basically what we're going to do here is just go through the Grand Exchange, pick out a couple of items I would look to invest in, and then we can go and sort of see what the price is as well. Now, you won't be surprised for me to go for this one first, but the absolute item I would always look to buy into first off the back of double XP is always a Vuln Bomb. People train with Vuln Bombs because they're such good XP, they're kind of AFK XP as well. But because of that, Vuln Bombs do go down. Now, admittedly, the Vuln Bomb has actually started to go a little bit above mid, and we might have been doing this video a little bit later, but there's still going to be a couple of deals and a couple of things you can pick up on to be very worthwhile doing, but also check the margin as well because there might be some offers in for an awful lot less. Now, Vuln Bomb, why is that such a good item to invest in? It's because people will do this for an awful lot for their herbal training during double XP. And with Vuln Bombs, especially with PVM updates, they are pretty much necessary for the brand new PVM updates releasing. So when the Amascut comes in, Vuln Bombs will go to a very high price, in my opinion, because they are needed for that sort of PVM. Now, along with this as well, we have Saurodom and Bruise. Now, Saurodom and Bruise don't get hit as hard on the double XP as what they used to. People sort of trade extremes and overloads now, so because of that, maybe not as cheap as what they used to be, but I do still think that off the back of the double XP, they're going to be at their cheapest point for a very long time, especially once the sort of update comes to the game, and the demand for them do seem to spike. Now, again, very similar to the Vuln Bomb, maybe a little bit later in like times of highlighting this and invested in this, but they will definitely be an item which is very much on the rise lead up to Amascut. Now again, for another PVM item, but one which we've picked out on Market Watch for a little while now, going up and down, is a potion flask. Now, some people like to do their potion flasks on double XP. I suppose it's free crafting XP and you're going to get double XP as well. Bit too slow in my opinion, but a lot of people do tend to do this, and with the Grand Exchange med price, they are very cheap for what they are. Again, once sort of a Amascut comes, or a big update, or some form of update which relates to potions or potion consumption, and people want to update from a normal vial to a flask, that's when flasks will go up in price. In the height of necromancy and Rise and stuff like that, potion flasks will go to about 20k. So the fact you can get them for 13k, again, similar to the other two, slightly up in price compared to what I thought it would be. But a potion flask at 13k is actually a very good sort of buy in my opinion. They're always in demand, and the good thing with potion flasks is as well, once it's fully consumed, it breaks and it goes out of the game. So all these items are consumable, so they're only in the game for once they're used, and they don't come back. So there will always be that demand, especially on potion flasks. And all you need is not even a PVM update, an update which needs potions, and these potions will benefit people to be used in flasks over vials, and they will go up in price. So along with that as well, you have extreme potions. I'm not going to do all the extreme potions because it's very long-winded, but if you're looking to do things like overloads or stock up on overloads before Amascut, yes, you're going to get less XP because you're not doing it on double XP. But people, once they've run out of supplies and they've got spare potions and herbs, we'll just throw them on the Grand Exchange, and more like supplies will go for a cheaper price as well. Now, with 110 crafting coming to the game as well, gems will be cheaper, dragon hides will be cheaper, and the one I want to now have a look at as well is raw dragon hide. This is a very good one to sort of craft. When you craft this into raw dragon hide bodies, you will always make a decent amount of profit. And as you can see, this is a good one actually. This is quite under mid. So if we have a quick look at price, 2650 for a raw dragon hide, especially when you turn it into a raw dragon hide body. Throw it in your auto alchemy machine, you will make profit doing that with crafting, and also pull something like 400k crafting XP an hour. And this is the other side of the aftermath of double XP. There are some items, again, people invest in these items very early because they're some of the best ones and the ones you guarantee profit from. But the other thing you can look at do as well is go for supply. Supplies will be cheaper and starting to really bottom out because the demand is gone. They've gone up in price because demand is there. And now, because demand is gone, it is going awfully down. Now, I am recording this on the Sunday of double XP, so there is still time for double XP to be used. And again, you can spot this with some items as well. Some people will probably use like crafting is their last sort of couple of hours of double XP. An uncut diamond, I would have imagined would have been crashing or going down. That's still above its mid price. So again, this is why you check margins, because things can be at different rates at different times. Now, one thing which I doubt would be at its mid price is a Dragonstone. Now, this is basically your banker buy for a double XP, because people craft Dragonstones and somehow it's over mid, and I don't know why, but Dragonstones come into the game in an awful high volume amount, and especially Dragonstones as well. They're basically free money, and I've got videos on my channel which I'll link in the corner of the video. Basically, Dragonstone jewelry, depending which one you do, can make you absolute bank and be AFK crafting XP as well. It all links to the price for gold bar, and if you've sort of seen gold bar in a minute, it's had its ups and down. Really, when gold bars hit like 18, 1900 coins, that's when you buy a gold bar, because at the back of like a double XP, because gems are so cheap, a gold bar goes to a silly price. I mean, 2.6k for a gold bar is just, it's just not on. That's just so expensive for a gold bar. And even though like the Dragonstone is still cheap, you're going to be roughly into like a Dragonstone jewelry piece, let's say for about 6.6k. And the one you'd really want to do is Dragonstone necklaces, because they go into Signs of Porter, and the top tier Signs of Porter are that as well, which can be like 9.5 to 10,000 coins. So you're going to make 3.5k to like 4k per necklace you do. It's just free money. And it's something I would recommend anyone to do, because it really, really is that cheap. Now, if you're looking for things which are going to be decent profit as well for your machines and stuff like that, always keep an eye on things like battle staffs. The one thing which kind of hurts battle staffs is the buy limit, but it is a good time to sort of jump on and pick them up, because they are around a bit more in volume, and they can be a little bit cheaper, not massively cheaper, but again, you throw the battle staffs into your auto archer, you make profit there. As well as that, you've got Royal Dragon Hide bodies, which are very good. I would also try Black Dragon Hide bodies as well, can be very cheap and in big volume. You've also got things like Onyx Bolts, which I'm actually trying to buy. These have stopped buying, but pick Onyx Bolts up for 5.7k is a really, really good deal, and you don't often see that price for Onyx Bolts often. So because people are fletching Onyx Bolts for both profit and some double XP, that means there's more on the market, and because of that, you can try and pick them up and get a deal. And this is what this video really is about. It's just showing you guys at the minute, because there's such an influx on certain items, you can get some decent deals around as well. And that's one sort of always try and do off the back of double XP, is just pick up a couple of items I know I'm going to use, or I know which are going to rise up in price. Like in the lead up to double XP, one of the best investments in my opinion is gold bars. Always, because you know they're going to rise, because the price of gems is going to go down, price of gold bars is going to go up, and they'll balance out to what the decrease in the price of gems is actually going to be. But definitely don't sleep on the auto alchers. Now, if you're looking for things like urns, they can be very good. Bars as well can be good, and also any form of supply which people have bought, whether that's raw fish, potions, herbs, logs, you name it, anything which you use in terms of a supply, I would have a look at the price of it just to see if it's currently cheaper. If it is, pick it up. You never know, it might make you a little bit of money as well. And this is when I generally sort of start to stock up for the next double XP. I buy my items now because I know really they're going to be at a low point, and there's a good chance I can buy decent volume at a decent price as well. So always use your double XP time towards the back end of it. Once you've used your hours, make sure to use as much of your hours as you can, and try and push for as many skills. But if you've got a little bit of time, go to the Grand Exchange and try and find a deal or two, because there's definitely things knocking around. There's definitely things which are going to go for a decent price. Again, I've managed to pick up a couple of Onyx Bolts really, really cheap. If you look at the price of Onyx Bolts now, I can imagine they're more towards 6,000 coins, because that's really the kind of price 50 should be. But I think because of the amount of volume which came on the Grand Exchange, that is why they went a little bit more cheaper. So yeah, 5.9k, and we saved a little bit with that as well. But that is going to be the end of this video. Let me know if there's any different items you guys like to pick out for a double XP. Off the back of it, what do you invest in? What do you buy? For me, I like to use it as a way to buy some cheap PVM supplies, brews, flasks, food, and all that sort of stuff as well. And also look to buy my supplies for the next double XP in terms of what items I want to do. A really good one I've done for the past couple is buy construction frames. I think construction frames are a really good investment and a flip, because they do peak so hard during a double XP as well. If you saw from the start of the video, I was selling new frames a week or two before the double XP, and it went for just over 82k, which is actually pretty decent in terms of the price. I also managed to sell some myth bars. If you checked out that smithing video, it will be in the corner of the video as well, but the myth bars actually did sell, only 150, but still, they sold for 30k each. What a weird time we live in with Runescape free prices. However, that's going to wrap up this video. Let me know what you guys have been investing in. How's your double XP gone? What have you got in terms of your skills, your levels? Let me know in those comments below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.